Hey guys, it's Paulo Haddad, and in today's video I'm going to show you how we can get voltage results from a snapshot simulation. So let's go to the computer. This is our circuit that we have been using for the last 4 or 5 videos. The first thing I'm gonna do here, if you go down here, I'm gonna solve a snapshot mode, right? So let me select all that. And I'm gonna Control D and solve it. So we can see here, solve it. And now what I'm gonna show you is basically how we can get voltage results from this simulation. Mainly we have two options here. One option through the show menu. So if you go show menu, you're gonna see voltages, and we have 5 options. And the second one is through export menu, in which if you go voltage here, you're gonna see 3 options. In this video, I'm gonna focus on show menu, and I'm gonna provide you some explanation of those 5 files we have. And then the next video, we talk about the options we have under export menu, right? So let's go first to the voltage line neutral file. Well, when we do that, it opens a TST file, and that shows up here for us, pops up in our screen. What this file is showing us, it's showing the symmetrical component voltage by bus. So as you can see in the first column, we have the name of our buses that we have in our circuit, and the second column has the positive component voltage values. This column here, these numbers are basically the negative component voltage values, and in this column we have the 0 component voltage values. Right, we also have here the ratio V0 V1 and the ratio V2 V1. They are used to identify how unbalanced are your bus, your voltage, those type of things. We also have here a per unit value that we can see in this column, and we just can get that. Remember from the last video that we talked about the calc voltage base command. So when we set the voltage bases and you do a calc voltage base command, then OpenDSS can provide us voltage in per unit, right? So important things to talk about this file is that, for instance, look at the source bus, or even the 650 bus, those 2 buses. As you can see, the V2 and V0 are very small. It means that those buses have phase voltages. They have a balanced phase voltages, which basically means the phase voltages have the same magnitude, and the phase angles are displayed evenly by 120 degrees. So when we have VA, VB, and VC, those are the phase voltages, and you apply the transformation to get V1, V2, and V0. Since those are balanced voltages, you just get V1, right? Okay, another important thing to show you are those buses like 645, 646, those as well. And finally, this one here. So you see that V2 and V0 are 0. That means that you can check, but definitely it means that those buses are not 3-phase buses. Therefore, we do not have VA, VB, VC to apply the transformation and get V1, V2, and V0. Therefore, what OpenDSS does, since we can't define the symmetrical components for those buses, OpenDSS here in this file sets V2 and V0 equals to 0, but V1 it sets like the voltage they find in that bus, right? You can check later what exactly voltage is that in other file that I'm gonna show you in a second. Well, I guess that's what I need to show you in this file. Let's go to the next one. The next one is show voltage line is basically the same file, but instead of calculating V1, V2, V0 based on VA, B, and C, it basically calculates V1, V2, and V0 based on VA, VBC, VAB, VBC, VCA. It uses the line-to-line voltages. The previous report shows us the symmetrical components calculated based on the VA, VB, VC, the line-to-neutral voltages, okay? So, but other than that, they are very similar, the information they have here. The next file, voltages line neutral nodes, that's the one I like the most. So in this file, what we have the line to neutral voltage by bus, by node. So for instance, if you look at the first piece here, we have those lines for bus, source bus, and each line for each node, node 1, node 2, node 3. Then we have what we have here, we have the phasor of our voltage, which is line to neutral, or you can call line to ground here, you know, line to the reference, whereas voltage is 0. That's what OpenDSS shows us. Always the reference is 0, node 0. Anyway, so we have here the magnitude and the angle. We also have the per unit value and the base kV, again, because we set previously the set voltage basis and calc voltage basis before the solve command. So we also have here the phasors for line to line voltages. So the magnitude, the angle, and also the per unit value based on the same base kV. Well, we have that for all the buses. So we can see here, for instance, this bus is a single phase bus. So just one line here. We also have 2 phase buses here. You can see nodes 2 and 3. And again, the phasor line to neutral and the phasor line to line when that exists. Okay, I'm gonna close it. Other file here, voltage line neutral elements, and in this file, instead of base the results on the buses, the results here is based on the elements. So if you get like the transformer here, we have for on one element transformer sub, we have then for each node voltage. So node 1, 2, 3. Interesting that I'm gonna talk about that in the current report is that for transformers, OpenDSS shows the node 0 when it's connected to Y grounded. So if you go to lines, for instance, you don't see the 0 node, but I'm gonna explain that later. Anyway, so you have here the phasor, the magnitude, and the phase angle, and also the per unit value. So that's the way we have this file. One important thing that you should bear in mind when you are looking for elements type of report, for instance this one. So when we have element reports, OpenDSS divides the report in 2 pieces. The first piece part is for the PD elements or power delivery elements, right? So it's the P source, the transformers, the capacitors, the lines, and then you have later on power conversion element. So the second part of your file OpenDSS saves for the loads, generators, PV systems, and those type of elements, right? So basically this is what we can get from this report. And I guess finally, right, voltage line nodes, which is basically the second part we just saw. Let me just open here very quickly. Let me come OpenDSS, show voltage line neutral nodes. So if I put that here and then I open the other one that we just got, so this is the line to line, right? We just opened the last one, and this is what we opened before. So the last 4 columns, it's the same what we have here, the last 4 columns, right? So it's basically this part of the file in that file. So with that said, I guess we covered all the 5 voltage reports we have under the show menu. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new here in my channel. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up, that helps us a lot. And if you have any suggestion and comment, and if you are enjoying this type of content, please leave your comments in the section below. I hope to see you guys in the next video.